several weeks. And Samir Ali, I thought he kept pretty well in his opening appearance. It's Arjun Gartry there. He's keeping wicket. We'll see Samir Ali in the second innings. And for the Lions, difficult start for them. HD, just talk me through the conditions here. Are we going to see any captains win the toss and choose to bat first? You said you think it'll bat okay in the first innings. Or is it just going to be a case that whoever's winning the flick of that coin is going to be bowling?
Well, we're 7 from 7, aren't we? But that doesn't necessarily mean the results have gone 7 from 7. And the captain's winning the toss and deciding to chase. I think it's really where cricket's gone in the T20 and the shortened version, is that teams want to chase. I think the nighttime game under lights, there's a reluctancy to bowl second because of the dew factor. It has an effect on the way the ball is gripped.
Why is that? Why do sides want to chase? Is it purely that they then know exactly what rate that they need to score at, or what's the thinking?
I think that's exactly right, and I think that they feel that teams batting first aren't sure what a total, how to go about putting a total together, and often go out too hard and end up getting bowled out for 140, and then it becomes a very, very simple chase. But if you can go and you can post a substantial score, I think you can flip that coin.
Really good pull shots. Yes, he's coming across the delivery in terms of its movement and its line, but I think he lined it up really nicely. And Rohit Paudel, not many finer domestic batters than him.
He was waiting for this, because Sampal Kami has hit that length over and over again, and I think Rohit Paudel just said, I'm going to sit on my back foot here. Good stroke. Yes, if you can post something significant, if you can post anything 160 plus, batting first, you're in the game. You're well and truly in the game.
Tries to go again, but cloths it up towards the V of the bat. Very well bowled by Sampal Kami. I think he saw his national team captain coming. Just to build on your point about 7 captains having won the toss, 7 choosing to bowl first. Of the 6 matches we've had results in thus far, 3 have been won by the side batting first, 3 have been won by the side batting second. So it probably isn't as big a factor as even the captains and coaches and us as pundits are thinking.
Let's look at those scores though. 220, 193 from those are just 2 I can think of the teams that batted first that won.
And the other one was the Sudar Prashim Royals turning it around and defending their 147. 3 overs bowled, the Lions 6 for 1. That is the slate of games for the Lions, who somehow, for the second season in a row, are the last team to come into action and the first team to be finished. Yet again, they seem to always be squeezed in the middle. It does mean that if they get into a winning habit this year, unlike the losing habit they had last year, that they can maybe book their place in the playoffs early, particularly if they made it 2 from 2 today. Now he's just taken a brilliant catch. Time to show his all-round skills with the ball, with the left-hander out there, Darcy Short, who's yet to get off the mark. Sampal Kami will call upon the Australian Will Basisto, who bowled so well last season, including those career best figures. It was a 6-wicket haul for him.
Come on, Willie! Come on, Willie!
Yeah, the other thing is we've had 3 overs. That's 18 balls, and Short had only faced 3 of those. Now he's sent in at the top of the order to try and get a move on inside the power play. Half the power play is done, and he's hardly had any strike.
And that's a bit of naivety from both Rohit Paudel and particularly Sandeep Jura. Does also confuse me sometimes though, and it can actually come down to superstition, can't it? If you're sending someone like Darcy Short out to take advantage of the power play, why is he not facing the first ball?
Yeah, that's a very good point. But batters are strange individuals and have superstitions, don't want to face the first ball or want you to enter the field, play before they do, all sorts of little things that happen. But he's off the mark now, Short.
The entirety of our great sport, the sport that I adore so much, it's just ludicrously superstitious. When a partnership is building up, heaven forbid you move in the dressing room because someone is going to grab your arm or shout at you and say, don't change anything, things are going well. We need to be statues up here watching on.
When it comes to superstition, there's always one name that I bring up, and I suppose many South Africans bring him up. Neil McKenzie, the test batter for South Africa, who's now an assistant coach to Andrew Flintoff with the England Lions that are in Perth, Australia at the moment. He did some real weird things. All the toilet seats in the cubicles had to be down before he went into bat, because he believed that if they were up, it meant loose strokes. So they all had to be down. And that's just one of many.
There are some just frankly ludicrous ones, but there has to be some origin to them. Obviously, one of the games where he got a first ball, or he's come back in and just seeing that it was the other way around. I think it's the stop-start nature of our sport. We have an event, we have an act, i.e. the ball is bowled, then we have 10 to 15 seconds in between a spinner, or maybe 20 or 30 seconds in between a seamer's delivery. So the mind has time to play tricks.
Well, there was an occasion where his teammates took the mickey out of him and they taped one of his pads to the ceiling because he'd like to have neat kit, and he got 100 that day. So the next time they came, he did it as a joke, but he taped his own pad to the ceiling.
The strange and magnificent beasts that we are as cricketers. That's the field, long on, and it's really a cow corner rather than a deep mid-wicket outs. Protecting. Excellent over. Basisto already justifying his call into the team. The Lions going nowhere. 7 for 1 the score. Picture perfect weather. It's a beautiful time of the year in the Kathmandu Valley, and great colour from both sets of supporters. The Yaks and the Lions fans are here in good numbers. It is a sellout, a complete sellout, but plenty choosing to gradually work their way in to the first Super Saturday of the season. Got some great mascots as well. Look at the yak in the background, the yak attack.
The perfect start here for the Yaks. Just 7 runs conceded in 4 overs. This is a mighty over.
Yeah, you just sensed it was a matter of time before Darcy Short started to go. It's his first boundary, and the shackles may now start to be released. An NPL Super 4 from Darcy Short. You sensed it was going to be an important over, HD.
Yeah, just with how well the first 3 overs from the Yaks went, you almost knew that Short was going to go. I don't think he's going to stop. There's going to be a change of angle from Nandan Yadav. He's going to come over the wicket now, potentially go across the left-hander. Maybe there's a little bit of swing for him.
There's a little bit of movement. Good Yorker. He is full of talent, Nandan Yadav, isn't he? And you can see why Stuart Law thinks an awful lot of him.
Well, he had a good tournament last year bowling at the back end of an innings. He bowled those fabulous Yorkers. But here, where there's a little bit of swing, I like the...
क्वालिटी भएन भनेर चुतियाहरू गाली गर्दै थिए अनि लो क्वालिटी कस्तो हुन्छ देखाउँदै थिए के चुतियाहरूलाई के भन्छ कमेन्टमा लो क्वालिटी भयो भनेर गाली गर्दै थिए ल हेर चुतियाहरू लो क्वालिटी र फुल क्वालिटी कस्तो हुन्छ चेक गर है त अनि 300 रुपैयाँ तिर्ने औकात छैन भने नहेर 300 रुपैयाँ तिरेर हेर.
That's what impressed me so much about Nandan Yadav at the death in Oman in that critical T20 World Cup qualifier. It's been an Achilles heel of Nepal's national side for a long time now, the death bowling. But have a look at this, the variety, the change up. He's rolled his fingers over that. Looks for the Yorker, misses out and is punished down the ground. 4 more.
These are very important runs here for the Lions because they've got off to a very, very sedate start. Now, I know they've got some power to come, and Gulbadeen Naib, JJ Smith, but they need a start here.
Yeah, and this partnership is particularly important as a consequence, HD. You just think about Rohit Powdell's runs last year and what a linchpin he was. By a distance, the standout domestic batter last season. Great to see this season he's going to have some real competition for that. Kushal Bertel's been in fantastic touch. Asif Sheikh with a 50 in his first game. Well bowled, good hard length, and they'll dash through for the single. It's our Omada JQ, Nepal's fastest growing EV brand. It provides a best in segment range, ground clearance, and that is the car that we actually take to the ground every day, branded up with the Nepal Premier League on the side. We get lots of people waving at us, don't we, as we come through the streets of Kathmandu around the ring road from the Sulti. Very comfortable indeed. Nicely guided. I think he's played this up and over intentionally. Won't go all the way, but will pick up a couple. Bit more like it from the Lions. The best over the innings thus far has gone for 11. After 5, it's 18 for 1.
Great start here for the Karnali X. Yeah, signs of aggression, but not being able to find the gaps with consummates or poor fielding. Very ordinary stuff. That not impressed Basisto and the captain Sumpal Kami as well. That's Gulshan Jha, one of the better fielders in the side. Very good morning, Fazal Khalil.
Thank you, Mikhail. Thank you, everyone watching this broadcast of Season 2 of the Siddhartha Bank NPL. Distress on the bowler. He's doing all the hard yards, and then when you have a poor fielding performance, it lets down the bowlers. They've done well so far. The Yaks winning the toss, electing to field. They have Lumbini Lions really searching and groping for answers.